In a world defined by the constant flow of information, North Korea is a rare pocket of dead air. The state enforces a total ban on the public internet for its citizens and maintains a complete blockade on foreign media. This digital isolation is a physical reality in Pyongyang. The capital is designed to be a closed system, shielded from the independent scrutiny that defines most modern cities. At the center of this system is Kim Jong Un. He assumed power in 2011, and since then, his government has worked to maintain a wall of secrecy that few other world leaders could sustain. Basic biographical details that are public for any other head of state are unconfirmed here. We rely on intelligence estimates for his health and even his age, with most sources pointing to January 8, 1984 as his likely birth date. This information gap is a deliberate feature of his governance. By limiting what the world knows, he ensures that the regime, and not the individual, remains the focus of global attention. His life has been managed with this level of discretion since he was a child. He was educated in Bern, Switzerland, where he lived under a pseudonym to prevent his classmates from knowing his true identity. Because the North Korean state controls all internal reporting, the outside world is left to piece together his character from the few fragments that cross the border. Some of those fragments are cultural. While in Europe, he developed a well-documented interest in the American NBA, a fascination that would later provide a rare window into his private interests. This eventually led to his public association with former player Dennis Rodman. These visits represent some of the only times a Western figure has been allowed into the leader's inner circle. In the absence of policy papers or open press conferences, the global media often fixates on minor details, such as his precisely maintained haircut, which has become a staple of his international recognition. These stories often dominate the international conversation. While the public analyzes his hobbies and style, the North Korean state continues to consolidate its military and internal political structures without outside observation. His physical safety is managed with high-stakes precision. During official travel, his security detail is famously seen running alongside his moving vehicle to ensure he is never without immediate, close-range protection. For foreign visits, he typically relies on a heavily armored, specialized train. It is a slow, bulletproof fortress that allows him to move across borders while remaining isolated from the vulnerabilities of standard air travel. This barrier extends to his family. His wife, Ri Sol-ju, appears at major state events, but her personal life and the details of their family remain strictly protected from the public. Inside the country, state media replaces independent reporting with a carefully scripted narrative. Every public occurrence is presented as a significant national event, broadcast across every available screen in the nation. This combination of physical security and total narrative control ensures that his image within North Korea is never defined by anything other than government-approved propaganda. While the world discusses his style or his travels, Kim Jong Un is often photographed inspecting long-range missiles. Under his leadership, North Korea has rapidly accelerated its nuclear and ballistic programs. These military achievements are displayed through large-scale parades in Pyongyang, designed to demonstrate his control over the nation's defense to a domestic and global audience. This military expansion has continued despite a series of heavy economic sanctions from the international community intended to slow his progress. The speed of these weapon tests eventually forced a shift in global diplomacy. It led to high-level meetings with South Korean leaders, which briefly raised hopes for regional peace talks. It also led to direct negotiations with a sitting U.S. president. These summits marked the first time the leader of North Korea had engaged in face-to-face talks at this level of the American government. By maintaining a strict wall of secrecy around his capabilities and intentions, Kim Jong Un has created a strategic unpredictability. It is this lack of transparency that allows him to control the terms of his engagement with the rest of the world.